This is the tutorial for Chapter 19 in your Beginning AutoCAD workbook. Okay, so in Chapter 19, we're going to be working with leaders. We want to create them, modify them, make a new leader style, dimension angular surfaces, add special characters, and use prefix and suffix in a dimension. Okay, so a multi-leader, or a leader. Go to your Annotate tab, and you'll have a button. Actually, you might even have a separate little panel, but you should have leader, add leader, remove leader, align, and collect. So let's just go through these. So simple, add leader. So you click where you want the arrow to be. So it says specify leader arrowhead location. And then click where you want the landing to be. And I'm always torn with leaders as to which layer they should go on, if they should be on your text layer or if they should be on your dimension layer. Generally, if it's a dimension that I'm talking about with my leader, I put it on the dimension layer. If it's just a written text note, I put it on the text layer. The next one, so let's just put that back. Sorry, we need to have one made for this part. And of course, as you're making your leader here, you can do justify, you can put in all kinds of things. Okay, so add leader. To add leader, you have to have one already made. And then you can simply, if you're going to put them on this side, it'll keep making them. If you go over here, it'll create a landing. And I do have arrowheads on there. It just looks small because I was zoomed out. So you can create as many as you want. When you're done, just hit enter. Same thing again, you can remove a leader. So select your multi-leader and then click the ones that you want to go away. If you had a bunch of leaders made up the side of something maybe, and let's say I had something like this. But we wanted to line those up. So we can use mLeader align, so align multi-leader. So align, aligns and spaces selected multi-leader objects. So here they're going to pick, sorry, let me go back to that. In the example up here, they pick their leader with the 2 in the bubble first, then the leader with the 1 in the bubble second, the leader with the 3 in the bubble third. So after your leaders have been selected, specify the multi-leader to which all other leaders are aligned. Okay, so let's go through that. So we want these 3 to align and select multi-line to leader to align to. So I want them to align to number 1 and enter. So it just lines up the text on them for you. It's not going to move your arrows. And let's try the last one, collect. collect multi-leader, it says works best with blocks and will be discussed in another lesson. Let's just see what happens if we try it though. Okay. Okay, so select our multi-leaders. Let's select those 3. Oh, it says 3 were filtered out. Select multi-leader. No, it's not going to work with these ones. Okay, so we'll just leave that alone. Yeah, we have to have them as blocks, and we'll learn about blocks later on. Okay, so they mention aligned dimensioning. So if we had an object drawn and it has a slanted surface, we can use align. So remember, an aligned dimension will give us the true length of a slanted surface. So select align, select, and select, and then just click where you want your text to be. And again, you want that to be on your dimension layer. And the last one that they mention, or actually no, they mention 2 things. They talk about special text characters. So if you wanted to use like a diameter sign or something like that. So multi-line text. Test. I'm going to zoom in on this a little bit. And then right here up in your ribbon, these are all your all the symbols that they have in there. You can click other and see what else is there, but these are the ones that get used the most. So if I hit diameter, and that'll be in my multi-line text. It says you can use it with single line text as well. Honestly, I guess I just never have. It says when using single line text, type the code in the sentence. After you type the code, the symbol will appear. So let's go ahead and do that. And I don't do it usually just because I don't remember all those codes. And that one was percent C. Yeah. Yeah, so it will do it for you. If you happen to remember all those codes for things. And let's say you were doing a drawing and you had a whole bunch of dimensions that you wanted to have the same word after or before. So for instance, let's go into our dimension style. Let's go modify. Go to the primary units tab. And prefix, I could say 3 times. And I could say reference. OK. And close. And now every single dimension I make will have that included on it. Of course, if you're only doing 1 or 2 dimensions, it's easier just to make your dimension and then just double click on it and edit it. Okay, so that is everything that they cover in Chapter 19. Oh, I'm sorry, one important thing. Make sure that you do, let's do this one together. I missed this, I'm sorry. 19-4. You have to create a multi-leader style. So you're going to open your Border A file. Okay, so I'm on my Annotate tab. We're going to come to the little flyaway. and we're going to say new. I'm going to call it Class M. I'm going to do copy of Class ML style because I've already made it before. So continue. So let's go to the Leader Format tab first. So we want it to be, you want straight by block 0.125 and 0.125. On the Structure tab, leader points is 2, set landing distance is 0.125, and the Content tab, so we want M text because we're going to write in it. We want standard, keep horizontal, by block, size is 0.125. We want horizontal attachment, and just make sure these are set to middle of top line and middle of top line. And OK. And set current and close. And just resave your border A file. Okay, so in lesson 19, make sure that you create your Class ML style leader, page 19-4. That's the end of the tutorial for chapter 19.